Hello again, and welcome to today's Yeardle puzzle. Apologies for pronunciations, but today's events are Charles the Bald marries Richard of Provence after the death of his first wife, Ermentrude of Orleans. The great heathen army, led by Ivar the Boneless and Ubba, invades East Anglia and plunders Peterborough. And the Zanj Rebellion. The Zanj, black slaves from East Africa, capture the Abbasid seaport of Al-Abdullah at the Persian Gulf and cut off communications with Basra in modern Iraq. These all happened in the same year. I'm going to be trying to guess what year that was. And I'm not sure I've actually heard of any of these people involved, so I'm thinking it's going to be quite a while ago. East Anglia would have been called East Anglia around the times of the Angles, which would have been before the Anglo-Saxons, I would imagine. So I'm thinking it's comfortably before 1066. So let's just go for a year right in the middle of the first millennium. We'll try, okay, not quite in the middle. Oh dear, I'm over 200 years off. And I've moved 400 years away and I'm still 200 years off. That's a problem. So is it a bit later? Let's try 1000. Okay, we've slowly narrowed it down a tiny bit. Now, I still think it's earlier than that, so let's go for 920. Okay, so I remembered to only jump by 80 years this time. They're both at least 41 years off, which means it can't be in between those 2 years. So it's probably between 800 and 880. So let's try 850. Oh, and we're still at least 11 years off. So let's try 830. Oh, we're still at least 11 years off. But again, it can't be between those two. So it's probably either 820 or 860. Sorry, 870. Or maybe it's, I mean, it doesn't have to be a year that ends in a 0, but if it is a year that ends in 0, it's 820. I suppose it could just about be 810, but that would be very unlucky, I think. Let's go for 820. And we've moved in the wrong direction, and it's also not 860, so it has to be 870 if it's a year that ends in 0. This is my last guess, so I've got no other options. And I nailed it. My logic of always using multiples of 5 pays off. That was 270 years off on my first guess, but we got a little bit closer from guess 3 and 4 onwards. So not a great performance, but I told you it was going to be in the first millennium, so I sort of had a vague idea. It's not a good performance, but I've definitely had worse, and I'm very happy to get it in 8 rather than failing altogether. That's the Yeardle puzzle. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.